so much firepower on both of these teams. Wouldn't want this to start in any other way. Complexity will be on that T side for the pistol, already eyeing up that A set piece. And look at that, holding a smoke grenade on the bomb site. He's looking to try to play the delay game here, Dust, as this push comes through. Quick high flash to slow things down. And they must surely know that someone is playing that position. Why else would there be a smoke? They try to get around to it, but they're struggling. Eventually, Art will go down, but again, a kill did come out of it.
Indeed it did. It helps get them a little bit more leeway as they try to go for this retake a bit later. And in fact, this bomb is being stalled from being planted. There's no smokes left to redeploy to get that safe plant they need. So now they have to kind of win some fights. They decide to pop flash their way towards stairs. Oboe and Blame F able to find some key kills. And the damage being done to Henny as well through connector towards middle. So man advantage for Cole, and it gets even better with that pickup onto Henny. Now all on K Serrato. The bomb can finally take a plant, you would hope, as it does come across. They know where K Serrato is now as well. This is looking pretty good for Complexity to close this one down.
Yeah, he is incredible pistol play. He's looking for that headshot position. He predicts it, but again, you've got to hit the shot too. It's very difficult to do, and K Serrato will not. Furia will, there is a time limit for this. If there's no presence whatsoever in mid, you're worrying for that A set piece or the B set piece. That's generally how you're thinking about it if you're in Furia's shoes. And now obviously the play is coming in, so they absolutely know what's going on. Good smoke from Penny on triple to delay things. Vinny doing a good job as well from under the balcony. Oh, he's done so much damage there, but still 2v2. K Serrato just has to wait for Yuri. Maybe fire a bullet. He's trying to create a distraction here. It's going to work, I think, because Poison's still trained on that triple position. Here comes Yuri. He gets it. But at the same time, K Serrato goes down. Yuri in for that 1v1 here. Config looking for that delay as well. Trying to just toy with his opponent. Doesn't want to commit too hard into this duel until he has to. And he will. And Yuri's going to win it. And does he have time with the kit? He just about has time. Yep, when he was playing around the ramp position. And here again, Rush picks up that first defensive kill towards A ramp as the TTs try to push. Art goes back in, wants to try to finish him off, does get a lick of damage, but it's not enough to finish him off. And Henny, we talked about how fast he is. That's a great first shot. The second connects as well. He goes back for more. He can only get so much. And Yuri there, I think that's the jump mouse wheel bug perhaps, something, but it's not going to be too successful. Now they know exactly where he is. A couple bullets connecting there. It's going to be a tough ask for K Serrato as rushed. Oh my god, he's down to 1 HP. He's so low. But it's so important that he stayed alive. Now they can play the trade game. As K Serrato is going to try to bait them out for the peak here. Gets the first kill. Rush is the last one standing. And he's 1 HP. Rush wins the round.
That's why you like having that guy on your team. Meanwhile, Config and Blame F and company, those are the powerhouse entry players for this team, and they're looking to try to get something going here inside the window room. Art, though, it's just too easy for him. Blame F not quite on the trigger finger when he needed it most, but look at Rush. He's been able to creep up into Ace, trying to see if he can reel this one back in somehow, finding the duel over here, but it's just not going to work out. Config also fallen, and so it's all on Poison.
Which is a problem. He's just going to have to frag out. He's got to hit headshots. There's no way around it, but Yuri will take him out.
Oboe, more action, because he has to default B apartments based on how they set up the team, but now in this round, he can come in swinging, and Config leading the way already finds one.
Yeah, that's a great entry to kick things off, and Poison finishes off Art. So now they did win the previous round with 5 players, but their money is not really recovered just yet. They don't have a big bank to work with, and I don't think they're going to have any loss bonus at this point. No, they're going to have no loss bonus. Here's a big aggression in mid there. Art will open things up, taking down Config. Furia don't know whether it will be A or B, but they know, it's not going to be a mid split. So it's one of those two. So they put 2 players on B for the defense. The push comes through. Can they make it past the initial grenade? That's a great opener from Poison. But K Serrato is in position like a snake in the grass. Reveals himself right bench. They line up. He's done enough, I think, to get a look in from Vinny. But Rush, he gets the double. And now it's a 2v2 retake situation.
Oh, he's going to go for that bomb plant. Henny, though, might find a timing to catch him. Indeed, he does, but the bomb does actually still complete itself. That's a great incendiary as well. It forces Blame F, but he's got a Molotov for the bomb. Did it land in place? Yes, it does. Henny is burning. He's trying to defuse through it all. Oh, my goodness. It doesn't happen, does it? So now it's Art up next to try to do it. He does get the kill, but does he have the time? No, he does not. Complexity pulls it off. What a smart play from Blame F. By the way, that's Blame F's 5th 1vx this tournament, which ties him for first place for clutches. So nice. Well done there from Blame F. And speaking of the man himself, he does entry work too, a time or two, and he gets that one, but it is traded back.
That's a very, very solid shot from Henny. That's not an easy one to hit. Under pressure, Henny can deliver. He picks up another one, giving his team a chance to recover what is otherwise a fairly desperate situation, because now they've lost the bomb site, and the remainder of Furia need to go for that retake. Yuri, as ever, very quick on the flank. They've not even planted the bomb yet. He's going to hit a timing window where I don't think they're going to have full attention on this. Obo, you can see he's checking. He's been burned by this before, and he's going to get burned again. And pulling out the nade, Yuri. He thought that he was free to do so. He was not.
They could just go for the default plant, and they have one guy who can watch CT spawn to try to make sure the plant goes off. And indeed, that's exactly how it's going to play out. But KSCERATO uses that to his advantage, knowing he has a 1v1 while the bomb's being punched in. Gets the kill onto Palace. Now he only has a weakened Rush left in front of him to steal a third round away for Furia. And indeed, he will pin Rush down.
Furia, they do have some players in position. This could be nasty. You know, Henny's there with the AWP on ticket, and it looks like a contact here. Complexity are going to be in trouble, and great damage has been done, but no frags for Complexity, for Furia thus far. Henny now has to do so much. What a fadeaway shot from Henny, and the double scope will be the end of Henny as the trades come through, but the numbers are superior for Complexity until KSCERATO once again in the 1v2, or 1v3 essentially, picks up that first one. That bomb again needs to be planted. It's a similar situation, but this time, Rush has an AWP. It's trickling those flashbangs in to mid. Config, he knows that Vinny's around the corner, and he's absolutely nailed him. Will try to peek out there to try to have something in middle, to try to, like, they just don't want to have a situation where they lose kills and get nothing back in return. But I don't think that there's any other fate that they can find in this part of the round. It certainly is, and this round is not done just yet. Henny's on that AWP by the stairs position. Doesn't have to worry about connected just yet. Well, maybe he needs to now, because Config just got a pick. He's made his way into window. Henny is trying to get out there. He misses a crucial shot. He'll be able to pick it up eventually, but it's 1v2 again for KSCERATO. Again, KSCERATO has to deliver, but he can't again. It's simply too much. Got a flash and a smoke.
It's interesting. It's not Art. That would normally be the guy that would take a second op on this team, but KSCERATO, you know, maybe just the position he plays over towards B, it makes more sense for him to have it. It also gives Art the freedom to be aggressive with the rifle, which is indeed going to be his play, and he does in fact catch Config there in the smoke. It was a bit awkward, but he did get the job done. But B, in the meantime, has also been taken. KSCERATO, though, with that second op, delivering good for one, but Obo, a fantastic trade, gets them to site.
Yeah, down in numbers, but they have some position here. That's a really smart play from Art, buying some more space, which really prevents the T's from pushing him, and he's got some extra cover to work with as that molly comes in. Nice find from Obo, though. That is really important. Now the smoke comes down on the window, which might allow the CTs actually to get out of that position, and they go for the charge. But Obo says no, as he denies them completely. A quick double from him, as now Henny's left to go shotgun mode with the AWP, and Obo is all his as he finishes off the half for Complexity with that 12-3 scoreline.
I'll get all that in for you, Jason. Like, don't you worry. Get those hashtags out there, as it's been a rough ride so far for Furia, but as you said, maybe on the T side things can go a little bit better.
Rush there. Oh, that HE actually could be quite juicy. They're going to go for the flash play. He's actually caught them. A few tags there, nothing too severe, but they have to win this CT fight. Can they take it? They are forcing Furia back now, so they're doing a pretty good job. That opens Poison up to some jewels. It's a great snap as well from that USP, leaving it on Yuri's shoulders, but they can allow Furia to get a plant here. Doesn't matter if they get a plant, because the retake strength for the CTs is huge. What an angle. What an angle from Art. Great boost there. Very creative way to find that pick that they were looking for.
Good response, at least, from Rush to stop the bleeding a bit there. Getting that kill is pretty big. Poison coming in now as well with that scout. Highest KD ratio. Leading MVP candidate for my money. That's a brilliant pickup from Complexity, by the way, getting Poison. They snagged him away from a couple other teams, and he's proved to be very valuable.
They do have good firepower, but they don't have utility. That's really the issue. 2 smokes are remaining at this point, as you guys can see on your screens, which doesn't afford Furia many options. They're trying to play around connector to try to get this connector pick. They know Blame is hanging out somewhere. The Blame is going to be the ones to get the better of this situation. The boost does come in handy, but Config's got an even better boost to hand. And that's actually going to create a nice response to the Complexity. But as I say that, the swing from KSCERATO makes all the difference. And the true intentions of Furia, that A play is now known. And there's not too much to deal with it. Obo, giving it a good, solid college try, though. He's able to take down one, but he's still in a disadvantageous situation. Furia could even rotate to B if they wanted, but they will commit to this A push. Looking to catch Obo on a peek, and he's given the peek. and he's going to give the frag as well.
As it will be Complexity onto a buy, but it's a little bit less than ideal with Config having to be on a FAMAS and no AWP, but still a good bit to work with. And Blame F and company are actually doing a pretty damn good job. An equal exchange out there in middle to kick things off, but that's going to favor Furia just a bit.
Yeah, this is a really cool move as well. If you don't think the other team can play the mid round as well as you. Oh, but speaking of which, Henny's got a great position. Obo completely exposed, going for the jump spot. And maybe that's that experience situation Sean was alluding to on the desk. Can Obo have the experience to handle the B situation as well? And Henny's smashing it, absolutely crushing this round at the moment. B is now just completely secure, and there's nothing left for Rush.
As we are going to see Furia picking up the pace a little bit, it seems like lots of forces headed towards B apartments. That's where one of the ops are going to be. It's going to be Config. He misses his shot. That's a big pick from Serato. Now it's all Obo. He's getting pressured so much utility in his face. Couldn't really find the mark. Can't blame him for that. And that's a clean sweep now from Fury inside the B bomb site. You don't want to hit the panic button. It's not quite there yet, but there's a chance now. There's a reasonable chance that overtime comes into play.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it definitely speaks to the experience and resilience of Furia to be in such a desperate position. But I'm
just saying, there was that one time a North American team was ahead on Mirage in a big way, and then there was this one Brazilian team that came and made a crazy comeback on Mirage and ruined their dreams. And I don't want that to happen again. As again, Obo will be trusted to play B solo. Poison and Blame F looking to be aggressive once more at middle, smokes in their faces, but Poison slipping through is going to find Art. Finally an opening kill for Complexity. It feels like they've had a hard time finding early advantages in these recent rounds, but now it's all coming together right when it matters most.
Yeah, that Art moving up by himself on Cat like that is a huge tell of a B split. The classic, more Danish type B split that we used to see from MSL teams, and now Poison is just absolutely smashing them. What a flick shot. Now he's just starting on them, and there's nobody left. It's just Vinny. Not anymore. Obo takes him down.
Maybe Molly about the truck and just try to clear out as many angles as they can and just try to run in here and trade.
And really, there's just Poison kind of jiggling from Dice at the moment. He gets a nice headshot. Falls back as he receives a headshot as well, but it's a Glock, so he is able to still stay alive, but he can't do much more from back. He's got his teammates cycling on through. Nice nades coming through, actually. Yuri's down to very low, but might not matter. Vinny is on top of things with a triple, with that Glock finding every headshot as the Complexity players spill out of these choke points. Vinny is going to have everybody here looking for the ace as he drops down. He wants it, and he's going to get it. The ace for Vinny on the pistol. That's how you start off a second map, especially after that Mirage result. And now it settles down a little bit. We do get that force buy coming in from Complexity, which I like to see. However, Yuri is going to go down straight away. Oh, sorry, Poison will go down to Yuri straight away. And we're going to see that pace continue to be slow here. Fury don't want to put anything to chance. Here comes the next play from Complexity. The two-man push into the short B position. And they will get a trade out of it. So now we have a 3v4. And with those deagles out and the scout on Blame, Complexity still have some firepower here. It's a great position for that scout. Good connection for Blame. Puts the damage on two players. And oh my god, 3 tags. That is huge. These deagles will be absolutely deadly. Config, he gets Art, who actually had quite a lot of health. And all of a sudden, things are looking really sketchy for Furia. They'll go for that fast rotation into the B bomb site, but this round is by no means a given for them.
No, not at all. There's some softened targets out there between Yuri and Vinny at the very least. They are going to get into a free B bomb, so at least they're going to get that bomb plant and get that initial bit of breathing room. But oh my goodness, Rush! He says no. He gets there right at the right time, right as the bomb was about to make its way in. He greets them with that deagle. That is so disturbing that he was able to catch that timing. Now it's all on Vinny, all alone. Rush picks up an AK. Vinny boxed in here inside the site with no way to escape. He has to continue these kills he got from the previous round, but he can't do it. Rush, what a play. Art likes that fast pace, that up-tempo play style, and he's going to be leading the charge. Is he going to catch a timing? There might be this chance where he catches one vulnerable, but no, Poison flicks over.
Okay, all right, Poison. Very flicky indeed, but Vinny's got something to say about that. Poison's got to do more here. He's got no health to work with, but he's found a great angle. Eventually, though, Serato will expose him. And now Furia have a chance again in the round as they go for the plant. 3 players to the 2 of Complexity. A lot of retake utility here. That HE's going to find Yuri. Beautiful. And now Flashes will come through to delay Complexity and their positioning, and the bomb's got to be recovered. It's really annoying position for Furia to be in. That means they have to abandon the bathroom's control for now. They're going to have to fall back off the bomb plant itself. This is going to help out Complexity. Great headshot once again. Henny comes into play, but Rush, he wants the clutch. Henny has no health. Rush is really well set up for this. There's the smoke to try to pressure that plant. He can tap the bomb and try to force out his opponent. Now will Henny go for the shots here? What does Rush decide to do? He comes off of it. He's looking for those shots. Henny's given his position away. Rush has set himself up, but he can't close it this time.
Yeah, it is going to be limited firepower now for Complexity, but maybe they still have a chance to punish the low econ of Fury. It's that scrappy start, that back and forth beginning. Confident with the deagle this time around. He's good for one.
And this smoke is so annoying, and you can see there's another re-smoke of this position for Rush. It's a little bit deeper, but it does more or less the same, although you can see that bridge position's a little bit less covered, so Rush has got to be a bit more careful around the barrels. But they can't really do anything whilst the smoke is up, and it gives time. They can go for cheeky plays like this. Rush finds a deagle frag, and now Poison. They surely won't expect him to be in this position. If he can get a headshot out of this, that would be absolutely enormous for Complexity's chances in this round. But Furia, with the time that they have, they're holding, they're looking for the flank, but will they get the right timing? In comes Blaine, but with the UMP, it's not got the range for that engagement.
Yeah, he is. He decided pretty early on after he got spotted to get out of there, and he's actually going to bypass them all and actually run all the way up long, but will he get caught by K-Serrano? K-Serrano indeed in the bathrooms, hearing all of this, wins that fight, a big one to win. That's the duel they need to get the man advantage back and get this bomb into the A site here. Poison and Oboe might still be able to cause a problem, but they are certainly on the back foot, and it's going to get worse with that frag, and there's just no way in, it seems. As we are going to see Vinny finish things off. Finally, 2 rounds in a row are going to take place in this half.
Oh, they got triple boost in this position. That is very unusual. Art gets himself a double. Doesn't see the next player, but they have surely done more than enough damage. It's just Blame. There's nobody else. He's got no help, no support, nothing to work with. No utility either. Well, he's actually, I think, found an incendiary on the floor, but I think he would rather have a smoke, but he'll get nothing. The headshot comes through, and the round is over. The Complexity are playing pretty passive, actually, pretty default.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think they just want to give Poison a chance to work this AWP, and he's boosted on top of the flower pot, and he will get the kill onto Henny. Looks for more, finds the dome of Vinny. Yuri, though, actually a pretty nice trade with the AK from long range.
There's the flash to deal with his position. Needs to bust out that fabled config aim on the A-bomb side. He will have some support coming in, but not in the ideal position. He might have to take a fight before he can get the help that he needs over there by the dumpster to see what he can do. Config's trying to swing around, but the flank from Rush actually doing the job. The bomb is now down. All of a sudden, just like that, Furia have been wiped out. Great defense from Complexity.
So I just kind of feel like you're talking about, something kind of has to change.
Well, Yuri's going to take down Poison. That's the big win right at the beginning.
And the utility is starting to pour in, so Furia definitely looking to knock on the door of this A-bomb site and try to barge their way in. But can they find the trades?
Yeah, they're really committed to this A site now. And oh, that's a great headshot from K-Serrano. Doesn't seem like Complexity can do too much here. They originally had 3 players on the site and kind of rotated them out. They weren't too sure about it. Again, at this point, it's not really all that much that Rush can do except just hold these exits as he backs away. Their preparation into this tournament.
Having a big half right now, and they could make it even double digits. They can convert this. They're looking to barrel into B as quickly as they can. Rush is playing up close around the smoke with the UMP. So far, nothing's quite happened, but now that flash comes in. That's go time for Rush. He's good for 2. It's a great little stop to the monster push.
6 stuff from Rush. That is such an epic defense with the UMP of all weapons, and Furia with no responses. Yuri will do what he can here, but little does he know that flank is a problem. The double peek comes through, and that is the end of the first half as Complexity pull out a 6th round indeed.
But here we go. Something in mind here for Cole. They do have a smoke and a flash on Blame F. Everyone else armored up, though. So it's going to be like a kind of a simple play, and goodbye.
See ya.
He's just painting the walls. He's doing art of his own with Art's brain all over.
That's why you buy the P250.
Yep.
This is why you do it. Those long ranges, those one-shots, it's accurate, it's got great armor penetration.
That grenade hurt, though. We'll say that.
But he's still standing, And Complexity move forwards into the A-bomb site, looking to find the frags. Rush goes down, Oboe goes down, and there's a little left to contest this bomb site with. They'll do what they can. Config finding a quick headshot, looking to turn the tide, but things are looking ever more desperate as it's just up to Config, and he's stuck behind this long smoke. They know exactly where he is. Any bullet will do it, and there you go. Vinny's got that bullet. As much as these two teams have been going for it, and he trying to work that position that Poison had before with so much success, but trade around the divided position, and Config's looking for that trade fragger. What on earth is that from Art? That's a fantastic kill. Config was waiting for it with the AK, and now Rush is called to action. Somebody's got to open up the map here. Rush, he can't get it. The trade comes through from Poison, so that's at least something, but the time is against Complexity. They've got to rush to the site and get that bomb planted. It's just Poison left, and he can't make the cross. Henny's got it covered. With Yuri there for support, even if he misses, it's going to be okay. It might even serve to be a bait. In fact, the bait works both ways. Ooh, that's almost a disaster for Yuri. Survives, but he is very weak. They know it. They want to get him, and they will do exactly that. They know that he can't just back into long. He was trapped. Ars stepped up now. Takes down the bomber, but he's taking some damage as well.
Alongside the Deagles of Oboe and Blame F, and certainly they're capable Deaglers as they do push their way into the truck, and there it is. Oboe's found Art. Now it's a problem. He misses a shot. They're making their way in. He continues to miss, and they continue to gain ground because of it, and that bomb's actually going to get planted, and Oboe pushes through for a big kill, and so much control of the map now. He might find another. No, Henny does hold on to that.
And they might be focusing on his position. Rush now is all on him. Oh my god, that's so smart. Just trying to bait out the shot. Rush, oh! Rush, he gets one headshot. Unlikely, but he pulls it off. Up to Henny. Rush has set Blame F up, and he's going to go for the slam dunk.
This B site with something fast and furious, and they're going to let loose, and Config and company are going to be tearing their way through it all. Again, Config, another multi-frag entry round on the B bomb site to save the day. This is perfect to try to shut down a monster push.
It's got to work though, Dust. It has to work, because if it doesn't, they're in so much trouble. Vinny, oh, it's very, very dangerous, but he manages to find those first 2 kills. 4 kills, 5, everything now going Furia's way.
Complexity relentless on this. This time it's just for the short B control, not for the actual complete take. But look at how fast Playnet's come up, but he doesn't find the shot.
Ooh, Rush is forced forwards. He gets the kill, and there might be now an opportunity for Complexity as Rush even greater positioning, just jumping into the water. Savage aggression, but it's going to backfire massively. Poison alone with the AWP, he can't do anything, and that's going to be now game point for Furia. And one of the impacts of going for the gamble style, actually hold that forward. Looks like we've got a peek here from Henny. He's going to defend that for the utility there, but Henny's still difficult to deal with. Great jiggle there, but still, Henny has help. He's not alone on this bomb site. Config will take down one. Henny with a fast firing is going to finish it off for a 16-11.
Oboe guarding from the heaven, kind of in a more passive angle. He's got a couple of teammates now joining. Oh my god, they're all... There is a group of CTs up here to hit.
But where the flashbang? There's no flashbang, so they're just going to have to run out and hope for the best. A big wide swing. I don't want to be the first player in that, and it's going to be tough. They'll finally get out there, but only one player makes it down, and he is just food. Man. Yeah, they still don't have position complexity really on this lower site. It is just really Rush, and he's going to go for the... Oh! But he drops straight in his line of fire, and that could be huge. Rush was definitely in a one-and-done position, given the swing that we saw, but that small element of fortuitousness going his way could really make an enormous difference, and especially now that Yuri, as the lurk, is dead. Whatever you want for a utility retake to be perfect for Complexity, and he's going forward. He knows he has to go forwards. He has to do something. As they start to make their way forward, there's one, there's the transfer. It's not quite good enough. It's up to Henny, and Henny is stuck here behind the flames. He's got to push forwards, 13 health. The defuse is coming through, and there's nothing that he can do about it. Complexity have won the round. Oh, difference maker, but into the next one we go. In Furia, they have an opportunity to reset Complexity after that win, remove all the guns from their hands, take fast, squeaky control, then control the smoke as well. Art with that Krieg doing some really damaging work from that position, and Keserato also bullying Complexity away from this A bomb site. They are so out of position, forced past the Molotov and into his doom. Poison is down, but Rush just and Blame F getting cheeky kills, and all of a sudden it's 1v3.
We'll see if they can still shore up their CT side. Poison in a good spot with this AWP, does lag one and does kill another, so he's got a pretty good amount of value out of that.
on the fly concoct a second plan, and that plan can't be to peek into Poison because he's hitting his shots right now.
It's good to finally see him back online. I mean, I feel like that's what Complexity needed, was someone to be able to get a play and kind of give them a sigh of relief that they're not just going to have their rounds piled on them so rapidly. They just needed some breathing room, and it's been created by Poison. Config able to get one as well, and there you have it.
Another pistol round for Furia, so another potentially easier round overall for Complexity to contend with, and it really looks like a very different half. It took a while for Complexity to get started, but now they're looking like they found their flow. I think specifically, Poison and Rush towards this ramp position, like shutting it down.
Oh, team kill
there.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Rush obviously doing some damage and all of that, but oh my goodness, they're actually getting a couple of kills. They actually found their way into the lower site. Actually comes up close. This could be risky. Oh no, he's been caught by Yuri's op, and now it's a 2-on-2, and Complexity might let this one slip.
And right now they're coming into a retake, which is unfavorable. Look at this. Great shot from Yuri. He's not going to miss that one. Beautiful shot, really. And Obo, who's been struggling on Nuke so far, is now left in the 1v2 clutch. Doesn't know where the second player is, and that's a huge problem. There's the spot, but now he's dealing with the AWP. Good transfer attempt. Oh, he gets it. Oh, he's actually insane. Trying to make this work. It's very difficult, and Yuri, he's got headshots as well, not just Poison. There's a good attempt from Obo.
And perhaps blindside, and indeed he is going to find it, but Yuri had the great spacing to make sure that BlameF couldn't get more out of that. So it's all equal again.
Poison, with that presence outside, is going to once again keep things safe. Vinny as well might not want to wait for that. Obo might actually give an angle. Oh, there's the push for the doors. Obo's got a perfect lineup there, and that's going to now just leave Henny alone. He's looking for that rotation. He's going to get it, but at this point, what else can he do? Against 3 players, the bomb is down, looking for somebody to give him something. Will there be a lack of patience? Will there be a lack of discipline? Something? Anything for Henny? No, nothing. Poison will take him down. Yuri is just lurking. We wouldn't expect a CT to be in this position. He could get set up for so many kills there. If he picks the right moment, it's difficult to know. He's starting to fire away that USP. They can't even see him because it's silence. They have no idea where he is, but they're going to bypass the position. I think that is the smartest thing for them to do. But now K-Serato's going up the ladder, trying to catch them off guard. And maybe Yuri needed to get more than one because Complexity, hey, they didn't kill him, but they got better position, and now the bomb's down as well.
Yeah, it's looking pretty grim right now for Fury on this retake, actually, especially with that kill for Poison. Yuri good for 1, but Complexity peeking together.
That's the thing, they always play this offbeat T-side on Nuke.
Right.
It's like what they were known for last year at least, but regardless, Yuri's going to kick things off here with a kill onto Rush. That's not going to be a welcome sign for Complexity Blame. If he can win this battle, though, that's huge. And with the HE Krieg combo, he secures it. 3v3, they have time to reset the situation. Looking maybe to split Mini and Squeaky onto Vinny, and that makes Vinny and Yuri key in this defense. They have good spots here. Vinny's hiding. This is perfect. Easy frag for Vinny. They don't even seem to really be able to get to him.
And stance it off, and now he's wise to what's next. Actually able to control the back calls as well. This is a smart play from Obo. And again, he knows there's one player that can threaten Vent, so he's got his eyes on that as well. And so this is actually a pretty solid little setup here that Complexity has, and health is low on these 2 Furia members. And they're running out of time. I don't even think they have a kit in play unless there's one fallen somewhere. So they have to really work fast if they want to try to still have a chance at this.
It's going to go right down to the wire. Here comes the play down the vent. Here goes Config, and both players, Obo and Config, delivering their kills. And it may be very deceptive because it looks like they may want to go for a burst here after that initial utility. There's the burst into the upper bomb site. Yuri, what the hell was that? I don't understand the physics on that one.
How is it always headshots? Every time he opts someone, I swear it's a headshot. It's actually great. I don't get it. I can't wait to watch that replay. Hopefully he can win the round, but it's going to be hard 1v3.
And there he goes, down the vent. He wants to try to outposition the CTs. There's still one on lower. It's a 1v1 though. If he wins this, it'll be huge points, and he doesn't get himself a chance at that one. K-Serato denies him. And it's going to be interesting to see what the result is here as Complexity go quite far forward. Oh my God!
Wow.
That's a huge whiff.
As you noted, Complexity has such good positioning, but Vinny, this is a nice little backstab here at Decon. He's going to be able to take down BlameF. That gets the numbers back even here. Complexity's kind of trapped in this area, but somehow,
that late lurk, the late lurk from Rush breaks the stalemate. And now they can move forwards with advantage, potentially, or go back upstairs. They can cut noise a little bit. And now Furia are going to start wondering, Yuri, he's the only guy that can actually stop this. And beautiful. Poison jumps out there, baiting, and Rush finishes it off. Great team play from Complexity, and they look like they're now out. They've outpositioned Furia, and now Furia have no legs to stand on in this retake. Complexity are going to be in trouble if they go for this upper play. It looks like Furia are really ready for this. We'll see how it pans out, though. Oh, the timing is pretty good. Oh, I don't know what the hell just happened there. He went back up the ladder and got another one, but Yuri from up high is dealing all the damage that's necessary to make this a good look for Furia. There's still players left, though. Blame and Config, they keep the round alive, and they have position. There's one stuck in the vent. They know Art is in the vent still. There's the next peek towards Mini. Now they know where Serato is. Config. Got to bring out that Config game. 2 players, one from Hut, one from Mini. Config doesn't know that, though, as he looks for the next engagement, the next point of contact. Oh, he's so fast! Config's done it!
Work on his own.
Don't you dare.
Scary.
Oh my god, he's done it again.
Oh my god, how does he keep doing this? I think he probably...
Henny has him dead to rights here. There we go. And now what are you going to do? There's just nothing left. There's nothing left of Complexity. They've been gutted by these AWPs. And he's having the time of his life in this round. And they just got to give it up. They couldn't even run around here. This is just ridiculous.
Lifetime in this tournament. Furia, though, looking to try to, again, start their own redemption arc after a mixed bag at the end of last year. But it's not going to happen for Art this round. BlameF got...
Teammates go down secret, so the CTs only have really Henny in this position. He whiffed the first shot. Oh, Serato! He's managed to find position to do some serious damage here to this push. And what do they decide to do now? There is a rotation. They could go back up the vent. That is an option available to them. They've got time to take that bomb back up the vent. The spray comes through from Yuri. He's absolutely unstoppable so far, but he is the only one. And if they can take him down, oh, thank goodness for...
Those CTs to respect that position, but it's just BlameF doing it. He might be that late lurk into Mini to try to help pinch this upper bomb side, as again, as you noted, a lot of these guys are gathered up inside the lobby. You're starting to see them pour in now. Art, though, is top Hut, but he gets taken care of by Obo, and here come the teams coming in, but Mini and Yuri are slicing and dicing them all the way through, leaving Poison left alone, and that's gonna be it. It happens so fast. Yeah, they kill the top Hut player so fast, too. It's the crazy part about that, but here they go, another fast upper push down.
This is for the game for Furia! Yuri gets the great spray down, and Complexity might be done here. It's just Poison and BlameF that are left alive, as Furia are looking too strong in this position. Burning BlameF, leaving just Poison, the young gun, to do what he can. He manages to extract an extra kill. He has the bomb on his back. There is some hope here for Poison. He's hoping that everybody's on the upper bomb site, and that he's going to maybe beat a rotation here. He's going to have to go for a really fast plant, but they're really close to Decon right now. Over through the door, and Poison, he's done. He gets the bomb down, but there's no one to defend it.